Welcome to the streets of Chicago, qualifying underway for the Labor 12 Truck Series, part of the Sidewinder Racing Leagues. More information on our leagues at dgsracing.com. So we watch Talon Smith, fastest in practice, out there on his get up to speed lap. Talon wasted no time getting on track, as it is only a 5-minute qualifying session, and it is group qualifying. Not group qualifying, because we see more trucks behind him. I'm just not used to the track map. It's showing all kinds of trucks on track. So not group qualifying, it is solo. Talon makes his way through the bottom section. Going to go through the park. Laps are about 1.5 minutes, so it's going to be a tight window to get 2 laps in. Driver's going to have to get out there and do their thing without dilly-dallying. Talon up and over the bridge. Has one more right-hander. And he will go into his first timed lap. He heads to the start-finish line. And begins his first timed lap. Talon Smith, first one on track to start his lap. Bill Rivard also starting a timed lap, as is Mike Edwards. So those 3 trucks out there pretty quickly. Watch Talon in the 71 make his way around this Chicago street course. Jump on board with them. Go out of turn 2. This is turn 3. And this turn 4, very deceiving. Looks like a ton of room, but it gets very tight right in there. And then turn 5, and the long straightaway back to turn 6. Those of you that observed the NASCAR race here last year will recognize this as the Noah Gragson turn. He was in that wall no less than 3 times. Jake from State Farm would like to remind you all, good driver, State Farm does not carry life insurance. Here we go into the final carousel. Down through the park. Back out on the main course. Make turn 11. Up and over the bridge. And we'll drop down into turn 12. Talon will get back on the main straight. Race back to the line. First lap on the board will be 128.78. That is faster than his fastest practice lap. That is impressive, and he has one more lap to try and better that. It's like Mike Edwards quick enough that he'll get a second lap in, maybe rush the wall. He's going to have to hustle it back to get this lap to count. It's like Hayden, a 129.4. I don't think he'll get a second lap in. Don't think he'll have the time. Hayden's lap must not have counted either. Talon Smith, the only one with the lap to count so far. Ian Montrose in the 1 truck. He'll get second place. Jeff Price clocks in 3rd. Matt Benke rolls it across 4th. Those 4 trucks get a lap to count and won't get a second lap in. Talon Smith looks about the only one, along with Mike Edwards, that'll be able to get a second lap in. Right along with Talon. Going through the park once again. And turn 10. Sharp right hand turn 11. If you watch that NASCAR race once again, this is where the whole field crashed, where the track got blocked. The final turn 12, down the front stretch. See if Talon improves on his lap time. He does, 128.668, even faster for Talon. Let's see if Edwards is able to get this lap to count. Time winding down on qualifying. Second lap for Edwards at 32.4. We'll see if it registers. It does. He'll go to 3rd. As the final few seconds tick off, Mike Edwards. Talon Smith going to be your pole sitter. I'll show you anybody on track. There's Ian Montrose, as he does not make it back to the line. 7 trucks officially get a lap time in, as Hayden snuck one in at the line. Hayden did make it back. Nicely done there. 21 trucks here for this race. We'll see if they all get out on track and grid up for us. We jump in and look for said trucks. There is Lucas out on track. Matt Benke. Ian Montrose has gotten out there. We're waiting for all those pit signs to disappear on that left side. Seven trucks get an official lap time to count. We have a 25 lap race here. Turn one's going to be chaos. I am terrified of what's about to happen. Hayden's on track, still waiting for Talon. Let's see if we can encourage him to get the hell on track. Talon, DG, you got a copy? Hello.
Hello.
There he is. Well, he sat on pole here, and, well, it looked like it was even faster than your practice laps. How did you pull that off?
Yeah, the track temp was a bit cooler, which helped quite a bit. But practice, I really didn't show my full speed because I was scared the others were going to learn from me.
Well, I guess they didn't have the opportunity to. You go ahead and get the pole here. How do you think the next 25 laps is going to go? Do you think it's just going to be whoever can get free and clear?
Yeah, honestly, I have no clue. I'm pretty sure tire wear is going to be a huge factor with these cars. So whoever saves the tire best is going to win, in my eyes.
I believe we were told that you should have to pit at least once. So any kind of overcut or undercut strategy going on?
Well, it depends how close you are. If you're within like 2 seconds of someone, you could probably undercut and get past them pretty easily.
10-4. We'll see how it all plays out for you over the next 25 laps here at Chicago. Good luck.
Thanks.
Talon Smith, their pole sitter, giving us a little chat. Let's run through our starting lineup, presented by our friends at Labor 12. Labor 12, awesome rock band out of Lubbock, Texas. Check them out at laborxii.com. Talon Smith, your pole sitter in the 71. Hayden Lowell in the 56 will start in second. Ian Montrose will roll off third in the Homelander Chevy. Mike Edwards, Footwear Screen Dockside Ride Chevy, starts in the fourth spot. Nathan Harper, Chick-fil-A Ford, two-time winner this season. He'll start in fifth. Jeff Price, the Back Channel Production Chevy, in sixth. Matt Benke, the Swedish Fish Chevy, starts seventh. That is all the trucks that got an official lap to count during qualifying. Then we go to Lucas Hoytsma, the Sunny D Toyota, starting in eighth. Harry Grindell, Kamikaze Toyota, starts in the ninth spot. Colin Teague in the Joint Bass Pro Ford starts in 10th. Cody Cleaver not racing tonight, so he is not going to line up 11th. Bill Rivard, Mountain Dew Pitch Black Chevrolet, starts 12th. Patsy Catalano, the Haviland Chevy, starts in 13th. Travis Martin, Mr. Ghostman Ford, he'll roll off there in the 14th spot. Jeremy Scherer, the Nickelodeon Chevy, starts in 15th. Gatlin Downey in the Ballpark Chevrolet starts in 16th. Kenneth Stout, his white number 29, he'll start in 17th. Jake Lawrence, the One-Man Punch Toyota, starts in 18th. Scott Elston in the Valvoline Chevrolet start in 19th. Dave Hoytsma, the Labor 12 Chevy, in 20th. And Josh Emerson, the Bridgestone Chevy, will start 21st. So 20 trucks officially on track as we roll through turn number 4. Things will get very tight there at full speed. Now turn number 5, our Porsche pace car heads going towards turn number 6. We get a full pace lap here. Talon Smith, pole sitter, that bright machine with the purple and teal. Hayden Lowell, very close to him most of the practice, in the top 3. He'll be starting outside front row. Yeah, we brought the Porsche out for the street course. We're being fancy. Yep. Safety car is a Porsche. Thanks Cyber 12 for the awesome starting lineup music. Appreciate all they do for us and sponsoring our truck series. It's like some of the field's gone single file just to get through the back part of the track. Now they'll double back up. Yeah, these trucks are massive compared to that Porsche. These trucks are nice and thick. Through turn 11, where NASCAR stacked them up big time in their cup race. And that hilarious meme track blocker. Here we go. Field goes into the final corner. We are getting set for the green flag. How badly do we die in turn 1? That is the question. Green flag out in the air. We are underway on the streets of Chicago in the Labor 12 Truck Series. See some trucks already just trying to drift to the back. Talon's going to wreck it. It's a pole sitter. Goes into the wall at turn 1. Hayden Lowell hit the wall too. Our Nathan Harper has taken the race lead in the 7. Montrose and Edwards battle for second. It's Talon Smith broke his truck. You see the steering's broken on that truck in the background. Ian Montrose now second. Lucas Hoytsma is up to third in the Sunny D Toyota. Did not expect that for the start. That was surprising. Nathan Harper, your leader. Montrose is under attack by the 97 of Lucas Hoytsma. Lucas trying to go to the outside. He'll cut it back to the inside, try to get the crossover here, but then he'll once again be on the outside for turn 7. Montrose settles in. They go into the shadows. Top 3 single file. Hayden's fallen to 4th from the front row. Let's kind of go through and see how things settled out. Harper's your leader. Montrose now 2nd. Hoytsma 3rd. Hayden Lowell in 4th. Mike Edwards your top 5. Hoytsma catches the wall there. Up and over the bridge. And we're coming to complete lap 1. We'll give you a full field rundown once they get through. Montrose sliding the back in there. He's going to have to take it easy on those tires. And there's Talon Smith limping his truck onto the pit lane. He's going to have to take the fast repair and repair that thing. We'll get a hydrate in here. And your lineup after lap 1. Oh, Ian Montrose is sliding the 1. He's going to catch the wall, lose 2nd place. His truck looks a little worse for wear, but it could have just been him trying to get the throttle down. Edwards is going to go to the outside. And Edwards will take over the 4 spots. Harper is your leader. In the 7 Chick-fil-A Ford, Lucas Hoyts with the Sunny D Toyota. Gets into the back of him. Oh my gosh. Hoyts really carried his speed well there. Gets into the back of race leader Nathan Harper. That is Bill Rivard in the 10 around in the background, the Mountain Dew truck. He'll fall down to the 10th spot. There goes Hoytsma to the inside of Harper for the race lead. Sunny D and Chick-fil-A, what a combo. Someone just killed the wall back there. Couldn't see it as they went over the hill. Still can't tell who that may have been. Looks like it's cleared up now. May have been Colin Teague. Hoytsma now ahead of Hayden Lowell. These two of the top 3 trucks in practice. Now they've made their way to the front of the field. So we're going to complete lap number 2. Harper, Edwards. Edwards gets out wide. Montrose going to try and take advantage. That's the battle for 4th. Montrose takes advantage of Edwards' mistake. We have Jeff Price running in the 6th spot. Harry Grindell currently in 7th. Colin T runs 8th. Kenneth Stout in the 9th spot. Bill Rivard currently 10th. Jeremy Scherer, 15 truck is 11th. Someone just had an issue in turn 1. Dave Hoytsma currently in 12th. Yeah, Pat Benke 13th. Catalano right there in 14th. Travis Martin 15th. Gatlin Downey 16th. This squad of trucks all battling together. Talon Smith, he's been on and off the pit lane with a fast repair. He is currently 17th. Someone just had an issue ahead of him. That is the 35 of Benke. Swedish Fish truck drops down the order. It looks like Catalano in the background also having an issue. Scott Elston's been on and off the pit lane with a fast repair. He runs 20th. Dave Hoytsma having an issue in the 79 truck. He's dropping back through the pack. He's spun it off the corner. Let's take a quick look. Probably a little too much throttle. As we see the background, that's Catalano and Benke. Here's Dave in the next corner. I think he's going to get the throttle down too hard. Yep, around it went for Dave. Things spicy in the back of the field. Up front, it is Lucas Hoytsma. About a 1 second gap over Hayden Lowell in the Napa truck. Then you have Harper running in 3rd, Montrose 4th, and then Mike Edwards, Jeff Price, Harry Grindell, Colin Teague. Those 8 have quite a gap back to Kenneth Stout. About 4.5 seconds back. Bill Rivard hot on his tail. That is 9th and 10th. Then you got about 2 seconds back to Jeremy Scherers. He's coming over the bridge. And then 11 seconds back to Talon Smith as he had to go to the pit lane after lap 1. Our pole sitter smacked it into the tire barrier. He has to be feeling kind of silly because that was unforced. Nobody touched him. Looks like Stout's hit the pit lane. Several trucks having to come down early. Talon will pick up a spot and move up to 11th. Travis Martin, he'll move to 12th. It's like Catalano's put the 54 truck on the pit lane. The driver's struggling with the Chicago street course. It's throwing him for a loop. Hoytsman not struggling. Out front by 1.3 over Hayden Lowell. And Chick-fil-A Ford, Nathan Harper. MX-5 would be a great around here. I would have so much fun. That's what I'm saying. Season 2 of MX-5 Cup might have to come in. Harper, Montrose, Edwards. Oh, Harper catches the inside wall. That's going to allow Montrose to get right on his tailgate. Momentary lack of focus, I think, for the 7 truck catching the inside wall. Jeff Price closed right in. Harper and Montrose. Montrose all kinds of sideways. Harper going to let him go. Is Harper going to the pit lane? He is. 7 truck had to pit. Maybe he caught a meatball off of that contact with the wall. Harper, Chick-fil-A Ford on the pit lane. Hoytsma having himself a grand old time. Hoytsma and Lowell. They're still within 2 seconds of one another. Then Montrose about 8 seconds back. Mike Edwards right there with him. See Harry Grindell, the 70 Toyota back there, losing the back end. Sliding that Kamikaze Toyota every which way. Go into turn number 4. Jeff Price catches the outside wall through there. Easy to do. That section really feels narrow. It's very deceiving. You think you have a ton of room, but you don't. This 5-pack of trucks, Montrose, Edwards, Price, Grindell, and Teague. That is 3rd through 7th, all bunched up together. Montrose sliding the back end every which way over the bridge. My goodness, what a cool shot that was. Work their way through the park. Out of turn number 10. Down McDonald straight into turn 11. Up and over the bridge. Oh, Jeff Price just smacked the wall pretty good there. Let's see if Harry Grindell's close enough to capitalize. Doesn't seem like it. Gap still about 2 seconds up front. There's Hoytsma, there's Lowell. Let's go to Montrose. He's got Edwards right on his tail. Yeah, probably. I was hoping some people would actually submit stuff and make it easy. Is that Teague looking for the pass on Grindell? Is Grindell's going to get out of shape? He saves it. That 70 Toyota was dead sideways and he brought it back together. He's trying to get the power down, but Colin Teague's going to take the spot. Night, Ethan. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. 20% of the way through the race. Oh, for sure. For sure, the compression over that bridge is going to be insane. Bill Rivard kind of by himself now in 8th. There's Jeremy Scherer in 9th. Talon Smith's up to the top 10. Travis Martin, 11th. Then you have Downey in 12th. Jake Lawrence working on Downey. Lawrence has the flu. He's out there fighting for a top 12 right now. Got to commend him on that. He's going to cut back to the inside of Downey. He's going to go for it here. Go get him, Jake. Moves himself up into the 12th spot. Downey falls to 13th. Emerson 14th. Dave Hoytsma 15th. You have Matt Benke 16th. Scott Elston 17th. Patsy Catalano is 19th. It looks like we've lost 2 trucks in this race. I don't see Nathan Harper or Kenneth Stout anymore on the score. And when we double click them, they don't show up. So I'm thinking those 2 trucks have called it a night. Lucas continues the leads. We are on 19 to go. I would interview him, but it would totally throw him off the game. Downey made his way back around Jake Lawrence. And then he catches the wall. Let's see where that pass transpires. Oh, it sounds like Jake overdrove it. Jake overdrove it into turn 6, caught the wall. And that's where Downey takes advantage. Patsy Catalano sits on the pit lane repairing damage on the 54 team. Looks like Colin Teague's had an issue in the 50. He loses it coming out of turn number 4. It's a strange spot to lose it. And just lost it coming out of turn 4. Gets nose into the inside wall. Harry probably about crapped himself there. Rivard probably about crapped himself too. So he gets it righted in front of Talon Smith. Talon was able to get by for the 8th spot. So Talon sat on the pole, driven back up to 8 after having to take a quick repair on lap 1. The 71 truck is flying. 10-second gap though between 2nd and 3rd. That is Hayden Lull back to Ian Montrose. Montrose has Mike Edwards all over his tailgate. I feel like Edwards and Montrose fairly evenly matched. Edwards going to peek the nose inside of Montrose. Montrose sees him. Edwards going to be on the outside for the next corner though. Not the most ideal spot to try and set it up. They're catching Jake Lawrence up ahead. Jake, the 68, has fallen to 17th. Just came off the pit lane. I think he had to take a quick repair, but he also seems to have taken a set of tires. Maybe he'll be able to stay ahead of these two. You heard Talon say the tires do matter quite a bit here. You see Montrose sliding those rear tires. Traction, every bit of it they're looking for. They're sliding quite a bit. Jake said he'd be a starting park. We'll see if he can make it to the end on the strategy he's on now. Because if he can make it without having to pit again, he might be able to rebound back to the top 10. Oh, Jeff Price, I think, just got a little bit of Jake Lawrence there. Let's see what our drivers are saying.
Sorry, Dick. I let you bite, Dick. Sorry about that, Josh.
No problem.
And thank you for that, first of all. I want to make that clear. I am appreciative. But you went left to right to left, and it was just...
I am loose, Mike. Sorry.
Got a lot of...
I mean, next time I can just fucking thank you.
Next time you could just hold a fucking line.
Oh, they're getting spicy. They're getting real spicy. That was 85 Scott Elston getting out of the way of leader Lucas Weitzman. Radios Hayden Lull and Catalano having a little bit of a bitch fest. Do they need a pit for fuel? Yes, they do. That is what I was told. I was told they do. By Cody Cleaver. Hoyts was sliding it. So Hayden lost a bit of time behind that lap truck. Mike Edwards has finally overtaken that Ian Montrose machine as they work by Matt Banky. Price once again seems the odd man out, getting by the lap traffic. He'll make his way past 35. Matt Banky. Banky 1 lap down. Lawrence 1 lap down. Elston 1 lap down. And Catalano 3 laps down. Weitzman through turn 1. He's catching a gaggle of trucks. Three trucks directly ahead for him to deal with. That is the 73 of Emerson. Last truck on the lead lap. I believe the truck leading this 3-pack is his dad. No full course cautions unless we get a track blocker, so there's no real reason to try and hang on to the lead lap. I'm probably not going to get that caution. Lawrence giving room. Emerson, 73, got sideways there. He spun it around. Hayden able to avoid it. Emerson rubbing it against the fence to get it turned around and out of the way. Well, that got interesting. And now Lucas is caught up to his dad. Let's see if he can find a way around. I'm sure he'll look for the inside here in turn 11. Dave's going to go ahead and drive it in there deep. Lucas trying to stay away from him, about spun it out. TV sets him up for turn 1 as Hayden now has made it through the traffic and back behind Lucas once again. Lucas lost about 2 seconds behind his dad. As Lucas passes Dave. Oh my gosh, somebody just up ahead smacked the wall. I think that was Downey? Yeah, that is Downey. Alright, let's figure out the stage point thing. We got 13 maybe? I think 13 is the lap. 3 to go till the stage points go out. Lucas makes his way past Downey. Hayden getting through the traffic as well. Going to pass Dave Hoitzman here. So that is your top two, Hoitzman and Lull. Mike Edwards in third. He's got a gap now back to Montrose. Talon's all the way up to fifth. Absolutely incredible job Talon's been able to do. He's going to smoke it into the corner trying to get inside Ian Montrose. Definitely not being nice to those tires. Montrose will hang on to the spot. Up and over the bridge. Down into turn 7. Look at Talon just using those tires. Down through the park they go. That is 4th, 5th, and 6th. Montrose in the 1, Talon in the 71, and Jeff Price the 19, the white and red truck. All behind 85 Scott Elston as Elston pounds the wall right in front of Montrose. Able to get out of the way in time. Talon's going to look to the inside into 12, nothing doing. As the trio makes it to the front stretch, and Talon hits the pit road again. He's decided he has worked those tires, and it is time to pit. And Talon going to be the first one to complete what should be his final stop. Catalano still sits in the pit lane. Jake Lawrence 2 laps down in 17th. Yeah, Matt Benke, Swedish fish truck, limping around. Seems he's broken something on that truck. In 16th, Scott Elston 15th to lap down. Emerson 14th to lap down. Oh my gosh, Dave Hoitzman, 79 truck just died on the straightaway. See what happened to Dave. He's between Downey and Lawrence, and I think he got a different braking point than Downey did. Tried to stay out of his back bumper and turned himself into the inside wall, losing a motor. He'll have to tow that 79 truck. And has 79 truck back to the pit lane. Rough break for Dave. It's his son Lucas leads the race. Hayden lost a ton of time on this lap. Let's see what happened to Hayden. It's behind Emerson there. Looks like Hayden has lost it himself. Back into the Napa truck, comes around on him. He catches the tire barrier and it turns him around backwards. Waits for some of the field to go by, spins it around, and gets behind Emerson. That was second place, Hayden Lull. And that is how you get an 18-second gap from first to second. As Hayden spins it out. Mike Edwards is pit in the 14. Let's see who else was having an issue there. Was that Emerson? It was. Emerson in turn 1 loops it. Gets it gathered back up. And away he goes. Talon Smith after the pit stop, 8th place. And on the final lap of the stage. Let's see if anyone's crossed it yet. Not quite. So Edwards pitting before the stage points went out. That's why I had to take a look. Thought it was the end of this lap. Hoitzma going to get these stage points. Edwards gives them up to come down the pit lane, although he still only fell to 8th spot. He's still ahead of Travis Martin. There's Edwards, there's Martin, so I don't think he lost it to Talon and maybe 2 other drivers. Hoitzma out of turn 11 up and over the bridge. I say the bridge, there's 2 of them. And then through turn 12. Is he going to stay on track? Yes, he is. And picks up the halfway points. Lucas Hoitzma gets the 10 points. We're going to wait a while before we put the graphic up because Hayden's 18 seconds back. Hayden's going to take it straight to the pit lane. He's not even going to go to the stage points. He's not running the full season, so he don't care. Watch the background. That's Emerson. There's Price. I think Hayden will still get second for the stage. Price will get third. Montrose to the pit lane. Shearer and Montrose. That's the race for that point. I think Montrose is going to get across the line, and he does. He'll get fourth. Shearer will get fifth for the stage. Now we'll go ahead and look at the stage trigger. The final few trucks come across. And Talon's going to pick up the 6th spot. Bill Rivard will get 7th on the stage. Mike Edwards has already completed his stop. He'll get 8th. Travis Martin will get scored 9th. We'll see who gets that final point. Let's look at it again. Colin Teague. There you go. Colin Teague gets the final point. Now we should see Lucas just about ready to pit. And there it is. Race leader. Lucas Hoisma comes to pit lane as you see Matt Benke driving in reverse down the front stretch. This is great. Only in Sidewinder. Matt Benke. Reverse. All the way down the front stretch. This race leader Lucas Hoisma pits behind him. Hopefully Benke has decided to turn it around. He did. Jake Lawrence. Jake could actually get up there and pass Matt. He unlaps himself, so that'll be for position. 8 seconds apart now, Jake Lawrence and Matt Benke. Hoisma out of the pit lane as Jeff Price on the pit lane. Talon up to 3rd and now 2nd as he goes past Jeff Price. He is 10 seconds behind Lucas Hoisma after Lucas made his pit stop. Lucas is going to have fresher tires by 3 laps. We'll see if Talon can make it to the end. There's Hayden behind Talon in 3rd. So Mike Edwards in 4th. And Ian Montrose 5th. Jeff Price 6th. All those trucks have completed their pit stop. All should be able to make it to the end. Colin Teague, be kind of iffy on him. He pitted 4 laps ago. Could be okay, might not be okay. Bill Rivard's completed his stop now, as has Jeremy Scherer. All these trucks 4 tires and fuel. Harry Grindell runs 10th. Martin just completed his stop. He's running 11th. Back to join the fight for Martin. Downey, the ballpark truck not having been to pit road yet, running a lap down in 12th. Josh Emerson 13th, still yet to make his stop. See, he's just ahead of Hayden Lull. Hayden running 3rd. Scott Elson 14th. He has completed his stop, running 1 lap down 14th. Matt Benke doesn't show him being pit road yet, so I guess he still has time to go down. Jake Lawrence has decided it's time. There's Downey also on the pit lane. Those trucks in the top 16 as Dave Hoytsma, Catalano, Harper, and Stout have all retired. We've lost 4 trucks so far. Hoytsma has a 10-second lead over Talon Smith. Luke is probably pretty comfortable with that. Closest battle on track, right there. The yellow and red truck and the black truck. It's Colin Teague and Bill Rivard. It's a battle for the 7th spot. Bill Rivard, a former champion in the ARCA series. And I believe also the Street Stock series. Battle's getting tighter as Bill Rivard closes in on Teague. Rivard has 3 lap fresher tires than Colin does. Talon Smith cut it down under 9 seconds. He's going to have to make up a second a lap to make this interesting. Rivard not finding a lane to go alongside Teague there. Let's see if he can set him up into 7. He's going to follow the tire tracks. Probably have to follow him all the way through the park now. As Teague makes a mistake. Matt Banky's got Elston trade places as Banky hits the pit lane. Elston already there. Looks like some damage repair on Elston's. That right front banged up. See what can happen. Just find what happens to Elston in the 85. I have a feeling we're going to see a turn 1 incident with the right front fender. We got 5th place Montrose having an issue. Yeah, Elston right into the wall. Let's see what happens to Montrose. This just happened. He loses the back end going into turn 2. Backs it into the wall. Got it fired up and away again. Travis Martin, Gatlin Downey all having issues. Downey, once again, turn 2. He spins it on around. Drivers probably wish I didn't have a way to find the incident so quickly. Bill Rivard still battling Colin Teague, but now Ian Montrose is battling Jeff Price. So we got 2 battles going on. See if Rivard can set up Teague here. He's looking. We have a crash in front of him. That is Jake Lawrence in the 68. He's gone around. See if we can see what happens to Jake. Oh, a little bit too much throttle off the corner, and he loops it. Looked like Benke was there having a struggle too. There's Jake around. Yeah, Benke. Benke got in there hot. Up and into the outside wall. This track is tough. There it is, Benke catching the wall while Jake Lawrence is up ahead, spun out. Back to the battles. Montrose trying to get Jeff Price here. This is battle for 5th. Rivard still trying to get by Colin Teague to get down on the front stretch. Montrose has to follow Price. The back end nearly coming around on that truck. Rivard just stalking Colin Teague. Oh, he gets in the back of him. They do hit the brakes. Oh, he's showing his displeasure with Rivard. That's a good way to get sent. Rivard was nice enough to give him some room to collect it. No harm, no foul, but Colin Teague still showing some displeasure there. I don't think Rivard will take too kindly to that, as he is, yeah, driving mad. You see the back end come around. Oh, Colin Teague lucky. Downey and Emerson. 0573. This is for 12th. Talon Smith starting to fade away again. Gap back over 9 seconds with laps winding down. This is our closest battle on track. This is for 12th. Rivard is reeling Colin Teague back in, by the way, so that could get spicy. It sounds like Harry Grindell. Normally a very good road racer. Harry loses the back end on that truck. Around it went. Harry probably wishing we couldn't see that. Keep an eye on Emerson and Downey. Oh my gosh. Who just clobbered the wall? I think that was Elston. Nope, he's on the pit lane. Maybe it was Jake. Yeah, that's when Jake. That truck not turning very well. I think he's headed to the pit lane. But good for Jake for giving it a go with the flu. Hopefully he learned something. He was going to start in park, but he's picked up some spots. There's Lucas going into the final corner. Harry Grindell to the pit lane. 4 minutes of repairs for Scott. That's why he's sitting there. Looks like Emerson, the battle we were watching, has gone awry. Emerson's going to go straight out to the wall. Downey's going to loop it. These two are fighting each other for position. Emerson drives away. Net gain for Emerson, I suppose. He'll. Well, since I say that, Downey's been able to get back past him. So something else happened to Emerson. Sheesh, and they're right in front of leader Lucas Hoytsma. Hoytsma's lead now 10 seconds. Check back in on Bill. He's still behind Colin. If he gets to that tailgate, though, Colin could be in trouble. I'm sure Bill's not happy. And they got this long straightaway into turn 1 heavy braking zone. Travis Martin on the pit lane. Jake Lawrence looks like he's retired from the race. Rivard is there. Going into 2. 2 is where they had the problem before. Rivard trying to get the truck swung way out wide. A little too wide. Then the back end comes around. He's going to have to run him back down again. While they're playing with all this, Jerry Scherer right there in 9th. That is for position. The Nickelodeon trip. Rivard now has to watch his mirror. So he's driving mad. He enters very shallow, which gets him in trouble there. You cannot enter that turn very shallow. You will pay for it, and he did. Smack the left side against the wall hard. Seems to still be driving straight. You can tell he's driving mad, though. He's missing his marks left and right. Catches the inside wall. Rivard has to be careful so he doesn't pick up a meatball and loses a couple of spots here at least. Hoytsma still leads. That's how you're supposed to go through there. Although he catches the wall too, a race leader. A rare mistake there from Lucas as he gets the wall. Talon, see how he does through here. Nice and easy for him. He'll catch the inside wall in 5. Why not? It's like Bathurst. Everyone hits the wall. Or in NASCAR, you can say Darlington. Scherer and Rivard, closest battle on track right now. This is 8th and 9th. And just ahead of them is Colin Teague. So I guess they're all on the same shot. Rivard's going to lose it. Smashes the wall into turn 1. He is testing the durability of that Mountain Dew truck. And he falls down into 9th as Scherer gets by. I think he heard it pretty good that time. The right front doesn't look too pleased. Man, what a hit. Hoytsma across the line. 4 laps to go here in Chicago. That in the background is second place, Talon Smith. Talon had to make an extra pit stop, and he's running second. That's just mighty damn impressive. Travis Martin's closed down on the back of Gatlin Downey. This is for 12th. T-Mart, the Ghost Man, looking to the inside. Try to take position on Downey. Trucks go side by side through turn number 1. See if Martin can hang on the outside here for turn number 2. He drives it in there deep to try and make it ahead, and that's going to cost him. He catches the tire barrier coming out of turn 2. The steering very much broken now on that Ghostman Ford. He's going to have to limp it around. Travis trying to get everything he could there. Just got out in the marbles. Truck couldn't handle it. Catches the tire barrier. Jeff Price has a fender fall off. That was weird. Through all of this, Mike Edwards running 4th. Head is hurting now. I believe you, Jake. Well, hey, you picked up some spots. Elston's back out on track, so you might fall to 16th. But better than 20th. Lucas has passed Matt Benke, put him 3 laps down. Jeff Price on the pit lane. What happened to the 19? Did he just say to hell with it? Drives it out of turn 5 and just pulls to the inside. Jeff Price bailing. Strange. Very strange indeed. Bill Rivard on the pit lane, fixing that damage he picked up. Mantra still in the top 5. Lucas Hoytsma on cruise control. He's going to go up and over the bridge. See him dancing side to side. Truck gets light through there. It's fun to be back, Hunter says in the 10. Says he wasn't mad. Hunter, you in a chat? I don't see you in a chat. Come chat with me. Get in driver 2. Yeah, hell of a track to come back to. It was good to have you back. Bill, DG, got a copy?
Hi, bud.
Well, how was it for your first race back in quite some time?
Oh, my arms hurt so bad.
That was the problem I had too. I don't know if you knew, but I've been back racing for some of the series, and yeah, my arms are just not prepared for it.
Yeah, it's like fucking arm pump. I haven't had that since I raced motocross.
Yeah, that shit hurts.
Yeah. But no, I wasn't mad at Colin at all. That was fun. Just trying to pass him and shit.
It was entertaining.
Oh yeah, it was fun, and I wanted to get by him. Not mad. Trust me, if I was mad, I would have sent him. I got nothing to lose. Park
Right?
me for a race, okay?
Right? Like, what do you get? Well, I would ask you who you think's going to win, but I think that's pretty foregone conclusion at this point.
Yeah, I mean it's classic Lucas truck win. What else are we going to talk about?
I mean, Talon's been kicking butt lately, so it's kind of surprising that Lucas is there. But Talon, the pole sitter, went and hit the wall in turn 1.
Never met Talon before. Good to see someone taking it to Lucas finally.
Yeah, it's Lucas, Blake, Hayden, and Talon's been like the show lately. So at least there's like 4 people going at it, not 2.
Well, I'll come in and I'll qualify well, and I'll just take them all out in the first corner. How about that?
Perfect.
All right, sounds good.
We'll let Ian get a win.
Hey man, Ian deserves it. He's stuck around for a while now.
Exactly. White flag in the air. Lucas Weissman won his final trip around the Chicago street course. We're going to let Bill go take a break and ice those arms. We'll see you later, bud.
See you, bud.
Bill fired. Welcome back, sir. Here goes Lucas Weissman, the 97 Sunny D Toyota out of turn number 2. Smooth sailing. Talon Smith 10 seconds back in second all by himself. Hayden Lowell just taking the white flag in third. Mike Edwards, he's in turn 8 or 9, and then this is 10. He's got a ways to go till he gets to the start finish line. Closest battle on track, Jeremy Scherer and Colin Teague. Scherer now finds himself where Bill Rivard was. They still got a lap and a half to go as they make their way through the park. Check in on Lucas. He makes his way out of turn 6 and up and over the bridge down into turn 7 of this 12-turn track. We'll check back on Scherers. He is all over Colin Teague. This will be a battle to the finish. These two getting the white flag just now. Last 2 trucks on the lead lap, 6th and 7th. So they head into turn number 1. Scherer right on his back bumper. Check in on Lucas as he makes it out of turn 11. Up over the bridge for the final time. Down into turn number 12. He'll make this right-hander. Lucas Weisse going to pick up the win as he bounces it off the wall for fun. Trying to do the burnout across the line. Weisse gets the win at Chicago on the streets. Here comes Talon out of turn 12, and what could have been for Talon sat on the pole, threw it away in turn number 1. Talon will bring it home second. Here comes Hayden Lowell out of turn 12. He's going to pick up the 3rd place finish. Then you have a large gap back to Mike Edwards. He's in the park. Meanwhile, Colin Teague and Jeremy Scherer battling for 6th have caught Ian Montrose. We're going to watch that. These 3 trucks are all for position heading into the park. That is Montrose, Teague, and Scherer. They're sliding every which way, trying to get some power down. Sliding it through turn 9 into turn 10. Onto the little short chute. Scherer catches the wall into turn 11. Montrose catches the inside wall, the outside wall. Colin Teague hits the outside wall. Scherer hits the outside wall. They all spin. There goes Colin Teague around. Jeremy Scherer turns him on that little straightaway. Montrose going to pick up the top 5. Jeremy Scherer going to finish 6th. Colin Teague will finish 7th. What a finish that was for 5th, 6th, and 7th. At least something gave us a show. Go back and look at him again. Coming up and over the bridge. Things got quite interesting. All 3 of them hit the wall coming out of turn 11. And Scherer gets to the inside. Colin Teague loses it. Shearer, I don't think touched him. Let's go back and far chase. It's the only way we're going to be able to tell. I think Colin tries to get the power down. Yeah, well, there's where Shearer hits him, but Colin had already basically lost the truck in front of him, and Shearer nowhere to go. Colin only loses one spot from that. Not horrible. And your winner is Lucas Hoisma. Let's see if we can find him. There he is. Time to do the burnouts. In the middle of the streets of Chicago, doing a burnout in a truck. Who would have thunk? He's in there somewhere, I promise. There we go. Let's go grab him and get Lucas for the interview. Lucas, DG, got a copy?
I got you.
Well, you didn't know if you'd make it through the tornadoes, but here you are, getting a victory on the streets of Chicago in that Sunny D Toyota. How good does it feel?
Oh, it's great. I freaking love this place. Oh!
I was going to say, are you trying to do a burnout all the way around the track backwards?
I was, but I'm not good enough.
I mean, you made it one corner.
Oh, well, it was the thought that counts, right?
There you go. Oh,
no,
man.
I got lucky. I mean, those guys that qualified well. Talon ran on 128. I didn't even get close to that in the race, and well, I don't know what happened up front, but they were gone by turn 1. So
Yeah, Talon, I think, forgot to turn.
Oh.
Or brake, one of the two. Or both. He gets down there, and next thing you know, he's in the wall. Nobody touched him. Just straight into the wall.
Oh, well, that's
Awkward.
that's lucky for me, I guess. I didn't see him the rest of the race.
Yeah. I mean, I could see him in your mirror. You were on the same straights at times. That was about it.
Yeah, I was surprised he was even 10 seconds behind me. He did a good job coming back, but
Crazy.
those newer tires treated me well. I just kind of sat there and cruised, and then I almost wrecked myself trying to push it for no reason.
Well, you got the victory at the streets of Chicago, and you say you love this place. You got the friends, family, sponsor shout-outs for us tonight?
Absolutely. Just, as always, big shout out to Labor 12, sponsored the series. Great guys. Great music. And then Low Drag, CTC, N9 Performance, and you've doing the broadcasting. Everybody puts this thing on. I love this. Love this.
10-4. Short, sweet, to the point. Congrats on the win tonight, and we'll see you in the next one, my friend.
Hell yeah! See you!
Lucas Hoisma getting the win tonight. Let's see if we can track down Talon. There's Talon. Talon, DG, you got a copy? Hello.
Hey.
There you are. Well, first of all, what happened in the turn 1? First lap.
I think I had a patch of water.
Patch of water.
Happened.
The rain's not on iRacing yet. Yeah. Stop playing the water. Think you just kind of, forgot there was a turn 1?
Yeah, I thought we were racing at Daytona. No, I just missed I was focused on Hayden beside me going into turn 1 and completely missed my braking point there. It happens.
Kind of caught both of you out, because I think Hayden kind of went deep too because of it. And, man, just handed the race to Lucas like he needs any help.
Yeah, well, my car felt fine after that, but I had a meatball, so I had to pit. But I made up like 20 seconds on him, so I don't think that's half bad.
It's not. It's just, you didn't have to.
Well, I mean, it's still a second. It's whatever. It happens.
It's true. We're going to go back and watch your start in slow-mo just because, damn.
No.
Yeah, we're going to do it.
We're not watching me wreck.
Live on stream. It's happening. We're doing it. We're going to watch you just right into the turn. Just inside, perfect setup into turn 1. You're past Hayden by a mile. Hayden's already braking. Like it's start-finish line. And you're just like, oh, this is going bad. Oh, there's tires. And then Ian Montrose runs Hayden into the wall. And Ian Montrose was your leader after all that. And then Harper took it away from him at like 2 feet. What a wild start. Well, you made it interesting, but just not quite interesting enough as you got too far behind to catch up Lucas. 10 seconds was all you needed at the end, but it seemed like he was just cruising because you're on a little bit older tire, 3 laps older tires by then.
Yeah, I felt like I was keeping decent pace with Lucas compared to how old my tires were.
Well, at least Lucas didn't win by 18 seconds, which he was at one point, so you made it that much more interesting, but not a lot.
Yeah.
We got the friends, family, sponsor shout-outs for us tonight, too?
Just thanks to you guys for putting on the show. That's it.
Well, that was very entertaining, and we'll see you tomorrow night, I guess.
Thank you.
That is Talon Smith in the 74. Let's go get Hayden Lowell in the 56. Hayden, DG, you got a copy?
I got you, Swiss.
I tried to say a lot of words before I said your name, just so you could be on cue.
I heard in the 56.
Yeah, there you go. Close enough. Well, let's first talk about the start, because yours was also interesting.
Yeah. What would you like to talk about?
I haven't watched your view yet. I watched Talon's. I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, I went into turn 1. I broke just a little bit after where you normally would on a normal lap because we weren't carrying quite as much speed. And I see Talon lock it up and go sideways and spin. So my eyes got real wide. I'm like, hang on a second. I'm going to take the lead here. And then all of a sudden, a number 1 truck comes shooting up my left side.
Yeah.
Out of absolutely nowhere.
I just watched that.
And
It looked like he was following. He was following Talon. He was like, "I guess I'll break off of him," and then it didn't go good.
It was weird. So he broke. I think I'm looking at the replay now. He broke pretty much where you would for a normal lap, and then just didn't carry the same pressure all the way into the corner.
I don't know if it's pressure or if it's like the angle, because he was very shallow, so he was gonna have a hard time making that anyway.
But so yeah, I ended up in the wall and lost some track position. Kind of wonder, how the race would have played out if I could have at least been ahead of Lucas after all of that. But he was just his tires seemed to stay on better, and he was, I think, just a couple of tenths faster than me on normal pace anyway. So he probably would have gotten by me eventually. But race car driver mind, it's like, well, but what if I was in front? So.
What if he had to pass me?
Exactly. Could I have put the truck in enough places for 25 laps that
right? Like, could you have Ian Montrose the shit out of him?
25 laps at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
12,
6, 7, maybe 7 passing zones a lap. So whatever that math adds up to, 7 passing zones a lap times 25 laps. Yeah. So if I could have held them off for 135 opportunities.
75. God, your math's bad.
Nah, whatever. But,
I even told you.
I thought I heard 135. Whatever.
Yeah. This guy. Well, you brought it home in P3. How was it out there overall? Like, I don't know, the track itself. Did you enjoy the race outside of all the chaos?
Honestly, I had a lot of fun driving this track. The tires falling off and having to manage everything. It's once you start to learn the nuances of this track, it's a lot of fun to drive. I'm not sold on it being the best for racing yet. I want to see a dry race in NASCAR before I put all my eggs in the Chicago's the best road course basket.
It's not going to be that. Yeah, it's not going to be the best in NASCAR.
It'll never be Watkins Glen. So
it's not supposed to be the best in NASCAR. It's just supposed to be entertaining overall, and it did that.
Exactly. It was a show, that's for sure. I don't know what kind of show, but it was certainly a show.
I mean, feces comes to mind. Fecal show.
Yeah.
Especially in turn 1.
Oh boy, yeah. I ended up Denny Hamlining it at one point. I don't know if you caught that on the broadcast.
I don't think I did. So congrats on getting away with it.
Yeah, it's lap. If you want to look at it, where is it?
We're not going to
I can't even see it based on like lap times. Probably 12.
Yeah, we're not going to go find it.
Well, in that case, I'll just ask you to, when the broadcast is over, anyone want to check out any replays? Yep,
yeah,
I do.
You can do it.
Yeah, lap 12, turn 2.
I don't have those abilities while I'm in the broadcast mode.
Yeah, you just Talon. Holy shit, Talon's fast. So, brought it home P3 overall. Big shout out to Napa Auto Parts.
I asked you about that.
C2X.
Talon made an extra pit stop and beat you by 14 seconds.
If I didn't spin, I think he would have been right on my bumper. But like I said, big shout out to Napa Auto Parts.
Oh, we did catch you, Denny, handling it. Your back end caught the tire barrier, and then your nose hit the wall, and you were around backwards. Yeah, we did see that. And then you had to drive away.
You can see Napa Auto Parts, Arc Music, Madigan Motorsports, and C2X all in that shot.
Yeah.
Big shout out to them. So,
congrats.
Big shout out to you, Swiss. Yeah, shout out to you, Swiss, for putting on the broadcast. Thanks to Cody for putting on the truck series. Thank you to all the other sponsors at SRL and all the other admins at SRL that make our leagues work and broadcasted.
Thanks, Cody, also for going to tracks that are entertaining and giving us some variety.
He's found a way to give us variety and stuff that's new while not compromising like the legitimacy, if that's what you want to call it, of the schedule. So
Yeah.
huge props to him for this.
Yeah, it's a good time. All right. Well, like I said, congrats on that P3 run. Get the hell out of here so I can wrap this up.
Yeah, I need more Chilean. I need some Sunny D apparently.
God damn it, Hayden. Get out of here. Finally just had to push him out. Good times. Well, I hope you enjoyed this race. Very, very entertaining. 20 trucks attempted this thing. Let's go ahead and run through our final results. Wow, the ticker is still there. That shouldn't be. Good away. We got Lucas White, so picking up the win over Talon Smith. Let's get the track map out of there, too. That way you can actually see things. It's not working. Perfect. Yep, there we go. We'll do it the fun way. Lucas, Talon, Hayden, your top three. Mike Edwards picks up a fourth. Ian Montrose fifth. Jeremy Scher, Colin Teague, Harry Grindell, Josh Emerson, and Gatlin Downey finish out your top 10. Then you have Matt Benke, Travis Martin, Jeff Price, Bill Rivard, Scott Elston, Jake Lawrence, Dave Hoytsma, Patsy Catalano, Nathan Harper, and Kenneth Stout. What a wild event from the streets of Chicago. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Let's go ahead and look at our sponsors and pay the bills. We have Wild Horse Broadcasting doing our Monday night ARCA series. We have the Rev Sim Shop doing our Dirt Street Stock series. It started us off tonight. And then you have the awesome rock band out of Lubbock, Texas, Labor 12, who put on this truck race you watched here tonight on the streets of Chicago. Then you have Arc Music doing the Gen 4 Cup series on Wednesday nights. And Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity Series on Thursday night. Golden Eagle Syrup does our Super Speedway series every Friday night. And we'll round it out with our friends at CTC and CTC Race Network. They put on our IndyCar League on Friday night for us. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors to help make the world go round, get our events out there to the public. I hope you guys enjoy being part of our community. If you want to check it out, go over to dgsracing.com, then click that big red snake. That'll get you to our Discord, and you can sign up to run any of our 9 different leagues 6 nights a week. Hope you have a great, wonderful rest of your Tuesday night, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for the Gen 4 Cup Series. Thank you so very much. We'll see you in the next race.